Lifestyle Strategy Team. How can I help you? And back joining us in the studio for Lifestyle Strategy Team is Hayoung. Hayoung, hello to you.
Hello, SJ. I happened to overhear your conversation with a mysterious guy.
You know who it was?
Over the phone.
You know who it was?
No, President.
No. It was the guy that he was the guy that filled in for you when you got stuck in
Kyle.
Yes.
Oh, that's another version of me, right?
Yes.
Taeyang without makeup.
Yes. It's
Kyle,
the
right?
male it's the male version of Taeyang. No, it was him.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
He's not listening. He's not listening right now.
Although I've never seen you in person, but still, hi. Thank you for filling in for me for just for one day.
For a day. For one day. No, it was, I had some questions in regards to some scouting stuff.
Yeah.
Some really important stuff.
All right.
So I couldn't even take a bathroom break. I was in here. I was like
You
making
can go
phone
pee
calls.
now.
I'm not gonna.
SJ.
What you want to sit here?
Yeah, I can fill in for you, SJ.
You know what happened to the last time?
Lifestyle strategy team. How can I help you?
You sound drunk. You know the last person who tried to say to you, you know what happened to that person?
Who was that person?
Puyong.
And then
She's not even here anymore.
she's a Nemo.
What do you think happened to her?
Maybe.
Do you think she really quit?
No,
You
she's
think-
swimming in a deep ocean.
Why are you calling her
In
Nemo?
the deep ocean.
Are
I
you
don't
drunk?
know.
Wait, why is she Nemo all of a sudden?
No.
That's not how Hayoung acts when she's drunk. I know how she acts when
I
she's drunk.
cry when I'm drunk.
You're like crying, leaving her bag.
I go crazier.
Oh my goodness.
When I'm drunk.
Anyways, last week we talked about traveling with young children. This time we're going to talk about, move on to a different generation. You'll be going, what? This happens here in Korea? Yes. Traveling with your parents. So family trips, again, look very different depending on who you're traveling with. So what makes traveling with parents unique?
Which one would you choose? Like traveling with kids and traveling with parents?
No kids and parents?
Yeah.
Only the parents.
Just you, your wife, and parents.
Oh, I would. Could I be honest with you?
Your mom's listening?
No, my mom's not listening.
Okay.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
Probably with the parents.
Oh,
You know
interesting.
what? Because then I could do whatever I want.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because your mom's going to nag.
Oh, actually, yes.
Keep
That's
on
true.
nagging,
Yeah. Forget
right?
about that. Forget about that.
Well, I think one of the things that makes Korea a little unique is the idea of what's called 효도 여행
Yes.
in Korean. So 효도 is a traditional value that emphasizes respecting and caring for your parents.
Filial piety, basically.
Yes, filial piety. And for many Korean families, one of the most meaningful ways to express that appreciation is by taking them on a trip. So have you ever taken your parents on a trip?
Not parents, but it was my wife, kids, and my mom. We went to Gangneung last year.
Nice.
She's like, 안 가. She's like, I don't want to go. And then
She
she
was
went
lying.
And then she went and she had
was
so
the
much fun.
happiest person, right?
She had so much fun. She's so happy.
You're planning another one next month, right? With your mom?
No.
No? Just you, your wife, and kids?
And my friends.
Oh, okay. I see.
My friends' kids.
Well,
like
okay.
That.
All right. So some adult children save up and plan a special vacation just for their parents. Others actually pay for a trip and encourage their parents to go on their own.
That's the
because,
best.
Yeah, because you can't always join them, maybe because of work or other family responsibilities. And of course, many families enjoy traveling together as a multi-generational group with grandparents, parents, and grandchildren all making memories together. And I think what's interesting is that these trips have a very different purpose from vacations with young children. Last week, we talked about traveling with kids, but when you are traveling with kids, especially when it comes to summer vacation, it's all about the water, right? A great pool is a must. You need a place where they can splash around and have endless fun. But when you're traveling with your parents, they are probably not going to spend the whole day in the pool unless they really love swimming, right?
No, they don't.
So planning a trip with them calls for a different approach than planning one with your kids.
Yeah, it's more like, I mean, we'll probably talk about it, but like it's more like going to a nice place to eat.
Right.
Maybe go to a museum or something. Go to a nice cafe.
Walk.
Walk.
Slow down.
So, like, the funny thing is, though, like, the reason why, like, I haven't been to these kind of family trips is I was driving my mom to Nambu Station Terminal because she was going down south to her hometown. and she's turning 70 next year.
Oh,
And so,
칠순잔치.
yeah, and so we're like, instead of 잔치, like a celebration, let's do a family trip with like,
Alright.
maybe my brother and his wife are gonna come from New York. You know what she said?
Wow.
You know what she said?
What did she say?
Just give me money.
돈이나 줘.
돈이 최고야.
All
Money's
I need
best.
is money.
Money
right?
is best.
I don't need you.
And whatever that money you're gonna spend on traveling, just give it to me. And I was like, that's not the point. But again, one thing that I've
yes.
noticed is that many Korean parents seem to prefer what's called the package tours, right?
Right.
While young people prefer, just doing the independent traveling. We have the internet, we could find out about things. Like, why is that the case though?
Well, yes, definitely true. Although it's changing little by little, I think. Many older Koreans still prefer what's called package tours because they are simply convenient. Everything is organized in advance. The flights, transportation, hotels, meals, sightseeing, and even the daily schedule. And that means there's very little planning or decision making. Once the trip begins, you just show up and enjoy yourself. And for overseas travel, especially, package tours can also reduce the stress of language barriers. So if you don't speak the local language or English, having a guide who handles transportation reservations and communication can make the whole experience much more relaxing, right?
Yeah.
And I also think this reflects a difference between generations. Many younger travelers, more specifically those who are not married or married but don't have kids yet, they enjoy researching restaurants before a trip, finding hidden local cafes, wandering through neighborhoods, or discovering something interesting. Of course, every parent is different. Some parents absolutely love adventurous trips and packed schedule, but I do think that as many people get older, they often start valuing comfort and relaxation a little more than trying to see everything.
And they like things that they know.
right.
They don't want to try a
something they're
restaurant that they've never
familiar
heard
with.
of.
Right.
Like fusion food. They're like, oh my
Right.
goodness, how can you mix that with that?
Yes.
They want to go to places that they've never been to, but they're at least not scared to check out.
Right.
Which is why, like, if you go on to those like home shopping
Yeah.
channels,
Yes.
they literally have like packages for 효도여행.
Right.
Right? So it's for parents. If you ever want to take your parents to a vacation by themselves, they have specific packages just for them, and they'll go on tours where just adult, like what is it, the elders like.
And what's funny is that it's always the parents who watch that channel,
Yes,
home
that's
shopping
true.
channel, and call you.
No, they go. I was watching something on the TV, and I like,
It was a good deal.
wow, like I heard my friend
I
went
know.
my friend went there, and I'm not saying I want you to send me there, but I heard my friend went there.
And she was like, she had so much fun.
And her kids don't even make that much money like you do. Like she'll say stuff like that, right?
Right,
Not my
right.
parents. My mom just likes money, right? My mom
But
just likes
actually,
money.
you mentioned food. So, speaking of food, some parents are perfectly happy trying local cuisine for every meal,
Yeah.
while others may start missing familiar flavors after a day or two. They might quietly hope for at least one Korean meal each day, especially on a longer trip,
Yeah.
wherever they are. So one thing I would add, though, is that some package tours include shopping stops. Have you heard of it? Like souvenirs stores.
Yeah.
Those can be fun, but they can also make some travelers feel pressure to buy
Yeah.
expensive products like unverified health supplements
Yeah.
products or products that make exaggerated claims like mattresses that promise to heal your back pain like
Yeah.
immediately. So if you're planning a package tour for your parents, it might be worth mentioning beforehand that it's perfectly okay to look around without purchasing anything.
Yeah, I heard some of these like the tour packages. They have like a deal with the tour guide and like a
Right.
vendor. They'll give like some money
It's true.
for bringing them
Yes.
to their shop. And like it's like I've never been to like a tour package like guide. I never used a guide, but I've seen group tours head certain way, like to a
Right.
department store, and I was
to
like,
the
oh
same department stores, and
yeah.
they are going to watch something or
Yeah.
like yes.
And so like that's the thing. And then and again our parents, we say 기가
Yes.
얇다. And so which means that when they hear something, they'll buy it or they'll
yes.
want it or they'll feel like that's the right thing. Another thing that parents often say, Seyoung, is like,
Yes.
anywhere is fine. Anything is okay
괜찮아.
because, it's the thought that counts, But is that always true?
No, I don't think so. I've actually learned that one of the most useful travel skills is learning how to translate your parents. Many parents genuinely don't want to burden their children. So they
Yeah.
don't want to seem picky or demanding. So they will often say anything is fine, even when they have a clear preference. I found that asking open-ended questions like, where do you want to eat? Or doesn't always work very well. Instead, it helps to make the decision easier for them. Like you can ask, would you rather have seafood or Korean food today? Or would you like to visit the museum first? Or take a walk by the beach? So giving just 2 or 3 choices, options often makes it much easier for parents to express what they really want.
Yeah, and then, they'll like you have most Korean parents. They'll just be like, they don't,
괜찮아,
yeah,
it's
or they don't want to
okay.
do it, or it costs too much.
Right.
We don't have to eat out. I'm like,
We
we're
already spent so much.
I was like, the one time I was like, we're in Gangneung. I was like, what do you mean we don't need to eat out? What are we gonna eat? Are you gonna make food?
Let's just eat cup noodles
I was like,
in a hotel
no
room.
way. And then the funny thing is she eats more than
I'm
everyone
not
else.
hungry, and then she goes like, I'm not hungry yet.
She eats everything. Then she ends up eating everything. And then she goes, "Oh, it's so good. I feel much better. I feel healthier now." That's why you can never, if they say, they don't want it, that's not true.
Okay,
Never.
yes, that's right.
Anyways, I will continue to talk about what it's like having to travel with parents, maybe even your in-laws. But first, speaking of trips, this is Kim Dong-yu with Journey 여행.
언제나 그 높은 회색 빌딩 속에 달리듯 지나가버린 날들은 이제는 떠나고 싶은 나의 하루하루 창밖에 쏟아지는 햇살 따라 어두운 내 작은 방을 나서면 기차에 설레이는 내 마음을 싣고 하늘에 흘러가는 사랑은 나의 가슴 속에 담을까 거리마다 가득 피어나는 추억들을 담을까 오랜만에 불러보는 그 옛날의 노래는 나를 스쳐가는 바람을 따라 나 그저 다시 돌아기를 아무도 없는 작은 마을을 날 부르는 너의 세상 향해
Hey! Stop looking at the clock. We still got more work at the Culture Inc.
Back in the studio with Seyoung talking about what it's like going to trips with your parents. You've actually done a lot of trips with your parents, right?
No,
No?
not really.
Aren't they like real like chill and like down to earth?
My own parents.
Yeah. And then like they love traveling and stuff
They
like that?
love traveling. We used to travel a lot when I was young. But
Oh,
after,
they don't like
yeah.
you. They don't like traveling with you. They like traveling.
Maybe,
They like traveling
maybe.
with the kids and your husband, but not you.
Not me, because
That's
I'm
what
the
it
one.
was.
I'm the picky one.
That's the one.
Demanding
Okay,
one.
okay. But anyways. But again, understanding your parents is one thing. But once the trip actually begins, what are some practical ways to make the experience even more enjoyable for everyone?
Well, in the past, when I traveled with my parents after becoming an adult, I
Yeah.
tried to plan the perfect vacation with a perfect itinerary. I wanted to show them or let them experience what I thought was worth trying, and we tried to squeeze as much as we refers to me and my sister, try to squeeze as much as possible into one day because we wanted to make every minute count. But then I realized that it wasn't about my satisfaction. It was for my parents, and sometimes they are just perfectly happy sitting at a cafe for an hour, enjoying the view and chatting. So I
Yeah.
started to enjoy just sitting together and having a conversation you wouldn't have had at home. So now whenever I travel with my parents, I actually try to leave some empty space in the schedule, or I try to take a lot of pictures of them if they want, because our parents may not be like posting on Instagram or something, but they do love updating their KakaoTalk profile pictures to let their friends know they are traveling somewhere nice. So I try to be patient and just stop complaining and take a lot of pictures of them.
Actually, usually like your parents and your in-laws, they usually like put it in like your
KakaoTalk profile pictures.
your
right?
kids' pictures.
Kids'
basically.
pictures,
so
right?
like their grandchildren.
Yeah, that's right.
Usually, except for my father-in-law, he has a picture of himself.
Oh, really? Selfie?
He
maybe?
likes himself. No. No, but you know what? The other thing that, speaking of planning, one thing that I realized about a lot of Korean parents is that you always, when you do your research, look up places where it's like scenic.
Right.
Because they'll say stuff like 바람 쐬니까 좋다, right? Which means like just getting like the air through the
Yes.
nose, it feels great.
Yeah.
But they always like something scenic.
That's right. Yeah.
And which is why I think like the Gangwon-do area is good, because
it's
you get the
good.
ocean and the mountain.
mountains as well. Yeah, like I said, every parents have different characteristics and different travel styles. But as parents get older, we have to admit the fact that they are not the same people 20 years ago. So maybe traveling around Gangneung, Gangwon-do province area might be a good idea. And I also want to mention the possible conflicts that you may experience while traveling with parents. For example, let's just say my husband and my parents don't always see eye to eye when it comes to travel. When it comes to traveling, my husband suddenly turns into the ultimate planner. He's normally pretty easygoing, like go with the flow.
Yeah, but then like he's
type,
such a
but
big like
on
he's a travel
vacation,
bug.
He becomes what many Koreans call a super J.
Oh.
Yeah, so he has a plan for everything. He already knows where we're going to eat, what time we're leaving, and which places we're going to visit. And of course, his intention is completely good. He just wants everyone to have the best possible trip. But my parents, on the other hand, are much more flexible. Especially when it comes
Go
to
with the
travel. Yeah,
flow.
go with the flow. Let's say we arrive at a famous restaurant and there's a really long line. You have to wait
Go
for like
somewhere
40.
else.
Yeah, my husband might say, "Oh, we've come all this way, so we should wait." But my parents would probably say, "That's okay. Let's just eat somewhere else." And I'm on my parents' side.
I mean, like it's understandable, like because like knowing him, like he loves traveling,
Yes.
right? He loves traveling, and I
He
think
wants to be called 여행 박사.
he might be. And like if she'll say all this, but the one of the things that Taeyong and her husband have in common is that they both like to travel overseas and spend the hard-earned money from Korea
That's right.
and then spend it into other people's economies.
Flags, right?
That's
And I
right.
think that's where little differences between generations or even between family members start to show. One person wants to stick to the original plans while someone else is happy to just go with the flow.
But you know what's really important about being a little bit flexible, and I think you made a very good point about like matchips, right?
Right.
Famous restaurants. If there's lines, like the older your parents are, sometimes if it goes over their eating time, like their hungry is a different kind of hungry.
Yeah, 당 떨어진다.
Yeah, or like they say
can't-
허기지다, right? Which means like
they can't do anything. They can't
Yeah.
really function.
So it could be like really dangerous.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
then in that case, you have to be more flexible and find another place to eat. So it's a little bit different. With kids,
Would you
it's
just
like
wait for like 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 to 50 minutes, or would you just...
I don't like to wait for
try
restaurants.
somewhere else.
I'll just go somewhere else to be
Yeah,
honest
me
with you.
too.
Unless it's like so famous and I have to eat this place. It's like a bug that I would not.
You can try another day.
I mean, or another they'll go early, right?
Yes, and then there's children issue too. Whenever we are traveling together, my parents are constantly checking on them. Like, is she cold? Did he eat enough? Should we put another jacket on? And meanwhile, my husband is standing there saying like, they're fine. They'll tell us if they are hungry. So whenever that happens, I end up feeling caught in the middle and start watching everyone's reactions. I get a little frustrated too. Being stuck in the middle doesn't really feel good.
I had times where I literally had to yell at my mom because the way that my car is set up, it's the driver, passenger side, and then you have the second row.
Yes.
Which is, you have the car seat, so my daughter, and then Aaron usually sits on the other side. And then we have a third row.
Right.
It's a 6-seater SUV, and then my mom sits all the way in the back. And like my daughter wanted something. And we're in the highway. I'm going like 100 kilos, right? I'm going 100 kilometers per hour. She takes off the
Car
seatbelt.
seat.
She gets up, and then she starts like feeding my daughter. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Because she was worrying about your daughter.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, "What are you doing? I'm in the
with
highway."
With good intention, but
Because like in
Yes.
that case, if I do a sudden break, she could fly
That's
out.
right.
It's very dangerous. I was like, "What are you doing?"
that's another example of generational difference, I guess.
Yeah, so like sometimes things like that, you have to be careful because while the trip is made for everyone to have fun,
Right.
and
But you will end up fighting.
yeah, because your
having a big
parents' mind
argument.
is like their first thing is my grandchildren.
Right.
Grandchildren.
You
and
know what's
so-
funny is if I had been traveling with my in-laws, I probably would just have had no choice but to go along with whatever they wanted.
Why?
or
Just be like,
said.
no, 어머님, no,
I can't do that.
no.
I'm a K 며느리, daughter-in-law,
Well, not these days.
Korean daughter-in-law.
Not
yeah,
these days.
millennial.
Not these days. It's a little bit different here. But again, young travelers often, again, we
Right.
talked about, they want to keep moving. Parents just want to stay where they are, a little bit longer. But food is another thing.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Have you ever traveled overseas with your parents?
No, not yet. We're planning another trip with my parents.
Because
this
Korean
coming
parents, not all, they can't go without Korean food for a
That's
long
right.
time.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I've noticed something interesting about my many Korean moms.
Yeah.
Let me talk about moms first. Since they've spent years cooking for their family, they don't just eat the food; they analyze it. So they will say like, "This is a little too salty," or they probably used a lot of seasoning here, like 조미료 많이 쓴 것 같다.
Yeah,
or
MSG.
my favorite, I could make this at home for half the price. Sometimes I feel like I'm traveling with a restaurant critic, and it actually reminds me of a video that became really popular in Korea. The parents enjoy a wonderful meal that their children have treated them to. Then at the very end, the mom or dad takes a sip of water and says, like, honestly, the water was the best
Oh my
part.
gosh.
물이 제일 맛있다. And meanwhile, the children are sitting there thinking, oh, wait, we just paid for all of that. But I don't think parents really mean the food wasn't good. I think they're actually trying to say, like, you didn't have to spend so much money on me. And fathers, on the other hand, like you said, I've also noticed that many Korean dads can be a little more cautious when it comes to unfamiliar food
Yep.
or foreign foods, and they're often happy to try local dishes. But after a few days, they will quietly start asking, like, do you think there's a Korean restaurant nearby?
You want to hear a crazy story?
What? About your father?
My mom.
Your mom?
No, actually, it wasn't my mom. It was my aunt.
Aunt?
Okay, but she's like my second mom. So we're in New York. We're in New York, and she's gonna go on a trip to Chicago. We're gonna go on a trip to Chicago, and she's like, "Oh, Chicago's not gonna." And this was like in the 90s, right? So she's like, "Oh, Chicago's not gonna be any Korean restaurants. Not gonna be this Korean food." She brings kimchi, right? Which is fine, whatever. She's gonna do kimchi. She brings a kitchen knife.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I have to cut the kimchi." I was like,
We are in the States.
I was like, you bring a knife kitchen flight to the airplane, you're gonna get arrested.
Oh my.
She's like, come on, how am I gonna cut the kimchi? I was like, why don't you bring it cut up already? She's like, 그러면 맛이 없어. This doesn't taste good if you pre.
Or you can use your fingers after you
Right.
wash your hands thoroughly, right?
But again, I mean, they're some of them they're real with like the Korean food, Like they want to bring kimchi too, but nowadays we have like pre-packaged ones.
Right. Back in 90s, it was
But
different,
90s
right?
was a little bit different,
So I
right?
recommend packing a few familiar Korean foods like cup noodles, a tube of gochujang, or
Yep.
seasoned seaweed kim when you travel with your parents, just like when you travel with your kids.
They always got. I remember my grandparents. They always had a tube of 대한항공.
Yes, gochujang. It's so good. It's so good. You'll have to ask them for more.
You know, you can buy it.
You can buy it.
Yeah, you
yes.
can buy a box of that
Right,
stuff.
that's right.
We'll continue to talk about what it's like traveling with parents. But first, this is Oh My Girl with 천천히 해봐, 수빠두빠. The whole time I was like, this sounds like 뽀로로.
It's, yeah.
My
There's a
daughter,
뽀로로 version of
my
this song.
daughter is so into 뽀로로 that she likes.
할수 있어, 잘 될 거야.
Well, your kids like 뽀로로? Your daughter?
My daughter.
She already graduated?
I think she's still like these days she loves 똘똘이.
What is 똘똘이?
똘똘이.
I would have thought your daughter watches like UFC or
똘똘이,
something.
똘똘이.
I have no idea.
You have no
Don't.
idea?
You better not come to our house and introduce new TV shows.
똘똘이 to your daughter.
To my daughter. My daughter is. We trying to cut her from.
I don't think she's gonna like it. 똘똘이. Maybe she'll like, oh, so 유치해, childish. It's not my
Oh,
type.
really? If it's too kiddie, my daughter's a little old for her age. To be honest with you.
What's her favorite these days?
뽀로로.
뽀로로.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's all up on 뽀로로.
슈파두파. I'm gonna sing this song to your daughter.
Banana cha-cha.
Oh, I
Banana
love that
cha-cha.
song. I loved it.
So speaking of kids,
Yes.
Seyoung, traveling with parents again also feels a little like traveling with kids sometimes. That's the problem.
Yes, that's right. So, you know how you have to bring some Korean food with
Yeah.
them, and you have to keep on check them if they're fine,
Rest
if they
stops.
feel comfortable, and you have to like constantly ask, "Are you hungry? Do you need to sit down?" But there's one important difference. Children will usually just tell you exactly what they need or what they want. If they're tired, they will just say they're tired. But parents are often the opposite. Many of them won't say anything because they don't want to inconvenience their children. So they will just quietly keep walking even when they're tired. They will just say, I'm okay, I'm fine. So that's why I think traveling with parents requires a little more observation.
That's right. Again,
yes.
I mean, it's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration.
Right.
And we forget that because I think our parents also forget that like we're adults now.
Yes.
But in the same way,
still treat us like little children, right?
But in the same way, we also forget that they're getting
They're old,
older.
right.
And so we can't see them like when we were kids. When, our dad was like the strongest.
Emotional now.
Oh my goodness. Are you really drunk?
Cry.
Did you drink before you came here? You're a little different today.
I always drink
Water. 삼다수?
water. Do you think it's water?
It's not even.
Do you
It's probably
think it's water?
soju. It's probably soju.
Something
팀장님,
starts
are you
with,
hearing this?
Something starts with S.
You know our 팀장님 is always tuning in, right? 팀장님, you hearing this?
Oopsie.
팀장님, you hearing this? Hail might be drinking on the job. But speaking of emotions, though, traveling with your parents gets different as you get older and
yes.
older and older, and it's
I
the
can't
same
read
way.
this. This time.
I seriously, if Seyoung read what PD님 wrote, I might have walked out. I literally might have just walked out of the studio and just go, I give up.
I'll hold it.
I give up. No, but again, going back
Yes.
to the emotional things, right? Traveling with your parents, again, it feels different as you get older.
Yes, I think the biggest difference isn't always actually about the destination. It's about time. We often say, time flies or where did the time go, right? When we're children, we naturally assume there will be another family vacation, another summer, another holiday, another chance. We don't really think about it. But as we get older, something quietly changes and you begin to realize that every trip together is a little more precious than the last one, not because your parents have changed overnight, but because time has. And I think that's when family trips become less about sightseeing and much more about simply being together. And of course, we still want to visit beautiful places and eat delicious food, but somehow, again, the conversations become more memorable than the attractions, and the photos become more meaningful than the itinerary, though sometimes I say, it's such a hassle. Do we have to? Or another one when they ask me to take a picture of them. But, spending time together itself is really meaningful.
We forget that, like, the time that we have with our parents is not that long.
Not that long. How many summers?
No,
How
really,
many more
because
summer, right?
I go, let's see. I say, like, let's put it this way. I've known my parents for 40 years, right? Almost 40 years. And they're not going to be here for 40 more years,
No.
right? I'm guessing maybe 20 plus,
Are
right?
you crying?
No,
That's right.
I'm not you. Don't you know I'm T? Don't you know I'm super
You're
T?
TT, like crying baby TT. So it's okay. It's okay. Man can cry too.
No. But one thing that you have to understand is when you look at the pictures,
Right.
your parents
10
just look a
years.
little bit older.
Right.
And it's the pictures that get to everybody because I don't know, some people, like, I'm not one of those people that take a lot of pictures when I'm traveling, and also, like, my parents don't really like being pictures being taken, but you look at the pictures and you go, oh my goodness, they look so
Right.
old.
Recently, I happened to see a picture that we took like 7 years ago when my first child was born, and they both looked very, very young compared to nowadays. So,
I saw a picture of my wife and I before we got married.
different people.
We look so young.
Different people.
We look so young, full of hope.
Oh,
Full of joy.
Lovey-dovey.
I can see I'm, like, joking around a lot, laughing a lot. Now it's just. But has there been a moment where it changed the way you thought about traveling with your parents, though?
Yes, one of my favorite family travel memories isn't even about my parents. It's about my grandmother.
Oh.
And my parents are still relatively young and active, so they are in their mid-60s. So traveling with them has never really felt difficult. Not yet. They're both healthy. But when I was in elementary school and middle school, my parents often invited my grandmother to join us on overseas trips. And looking back, what I remember most isn't the countries we visited, but it's the way she traveled. My grandma traveled. She was incredibly open-minded. She genuinely enjoyed trying local food wherever we went, and she never insisted on finding like Korean food or something. And at the time, I didn't think much about it. I just thought, well, that's just grandma. But now that I'm older, and I finally understand why my parents appreciated traveling with her so much, because now she can't really travel with us.
Do you think later on, when your kids grow old and they're adults, they'll want to travel with you?
Yes, because I'm a very easygoing person. Lovable person.
I'm gonna have to ask the kids. I'm gonna ask the kids how it is. But
Yes, you can ask them directly.
but then isn't that crazy? Even just thinking about it, going like, man, our kids are gonna be old too, and we're gonna be at the age where our kids are. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, yo, you don't have to take me.
Oh.
Just give me money.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like my mom.
You'll be still asking for money though.
Yes. Cause I invested very well for my kids. I should get some of that stuff. I should get. No, I'm just kidding.
Or you can just steal them their stocks.
That's what I was talking about. The stocks.
Oh, the stocks. Okay.
I invested very well for them. I made the decisions, and
They don't know about it, right?
They don't know. Well, my son knows.
Oh, because you can just keep Rojas.
Noha is, I mean, she's doing
She's
well.
doing better,
she's
right?
doing well, too. Anyways, again, it's always special, but again, how much time do we have to
Yes, that's right.
go on trips with our parents? And so hopefully make as much memories as possible, right?
So you can invite her next month, your mom.
No. Seong, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you again next week.
Stay cool, everyone.
And sending around the studio, this is B2B with Remember That, 봄날의 기억.